Are you ready for Doge Day? April 20th or 420 is officially Doge Day. I'm going to talk about how you can win some Dogecoin from me. I'm going to talk about the famous 420 date that started off as a marijuana meme, turned Elon Musk meme, turned Dogecoin meme, and it's absolutely crazy what's been happening with Dogecoin. Popular companies have been getting in on it. Articles are posting like crazy about it. They're attracting the hype. They're escalating it further. It's all to get more attention, which is why I'm making this video also, right? But this is a catalyst that just keeps on happening, and it's all about Doge Day. We're going to talk about some of the risks and some of the momentum catalysts, meaning the things that might trigger a massive growth or massive decline on Doge Day. And this might be for the crypto history books, or a day we will tell our grand dojis about. So I'm also going to share what I think is a big misconception when people think about the downside of Dogecoin. So you're going to want to pay attention if you're interested in Dogecoin and if you just want to win some. So I'm going to be sharing if I'm adding to my $3 million portfolio. And I do like crypto. I'm pro crypto. I'm going to be telling you if I'm going to be buying some Doge. So let's get into it. The price goal is to get to 69 cents or $1 for Dogecoin on Doge Day. So how can Doge hit $1? That's a question you probably are asking yourself. And the short answer is yeah, absolutely. But you got to look into some basics, right? If you want more people to know about Doge Day, please like this video. It's going to help get the algorithm out to more people. Also subscribe for more investment and wealth videos. If wealth is something you're interested in, man, you are in the right place. I want to help you build a portfolio that I've been able to build. That's why I'm making these videos. No Patreon, no Webull, no courses. I'm not selling anything. I just want you to learn this kind of stuff. All right, so let's get into it. Also, by the way, make sure to like and subscribe, because that's going to be 2 out of the 3 things you need to do to get some Dogecoin. The third thing's really easy. We'll talk about it, but it's hidden in this video, so you've got to make sure you watch it all. All right, I want to teach you the principles to success for building portfolios like this, but today is all about Dogecoin. So let's get started. This article right here kind of showed some of what's happening in the market and some important Dogecoin considerations before we get into some of the kind of more complex ideas. So Dogecoin has had a massive surge, obviously. Celebratory holiday is coming up, and for Dogecoin to hit $1. Now, this is just 1 week after it was valued at just 9 cents. So you have to be understanding there's a lot of people here that are up 3x on their Dogecoin. So Dogecoin has hit some financial landmarks. Its market value has topped $50 billion, which, by the way, is bigger than Ford or a Marriott. And we're going to talk about what market cap it's got to hit $1 in the price. And Elon Musk is obviously important for Dogecoin. Slim Jim has been getting in on it. Snickers is now boasting about it. Retweet for Doge Day. Doge Day memes are obviously going insane and always to the moon. So Dogecoin has had a value of a half cent for most of its 7-year history, and many people, the majority of people, have it at low prices. And in fact, 28% of the Dogecoin is in circulation by one entity, okay? I'm saying entity because this could be a person, it could be an exchange. We don't know who it is. This person, exchange, guy, girl, or even maybe it's a Doge, is completely anonymous, and this person has billions of dollars worth of Dogecoin. So is that scary? Well, yeah, it's pretty scary, because what happens if this person sells? Now, here's something that people are realizing: Dogecoin has an unlimited supply. So people are calling it, maybe it's a scam, it's a pump and dump. The fundamental reason to stay away from Doge is very clear. There's an unlimited supply. This is different than Bitcoin, which has a limited supply. Instead, Dogecoin, there's 10,000 Dogecoins minted basically every minute. Now, is this the end of Dogecoin? Does this mean that ultimately Dogecoin will die and it's not worth getting into? Here's the thing about the supply growing infinitely. That's actually not necessarily a bad thing. Supply growing is okay, because guess what? If demand grows at the same pace, then price will stay steady. If demand grows faster than supply, then price will increase. So all that matters is how relative it is to demand. That's what matters, right? we are printing a ton of dollars, and does that mean that there's no sense in holding any cash and any dollars, and you should be 100% crypto? No, right? So that is the supply and demand issue. But I want to kind of get into something really important here, and it might solve the actual issue that Elon Musk says is the biggest issue with Dogecoin. We've talked about this in the last video. Dogecoin holders, he wants Dogecoin holders to sell their coins. It'll get his full support because he thinks that concentration of Dogecoin in the top holders is the biggest issue, with one of the top holders having 28% of Dogecoin. So what's going to happen if we have an infinite supply and it just continues to increase? Well, it continues to increase. Doesn't mean it's infinite, but it's getting larger and larger. But it also means that the concentration is getting smaller and smaller. So there's actually less density and less concentration. So here's the last thing to be eligible for the Doge Day giveaway. Just comment something about a dog you know. So for example, hey, Molly, my dog, is awesome. All right? We're going to get a lot of confused people in that comment section. All right, so let's get back to Doge Day. So Doge Day is going to be basically a social experiment, right? If the goal is to get to 69 cents or $1, what do you think is going to happen right when it hits that number? People are probably going to start selling, right? If they think that that's the max, people are probably going to start selling. So wouldn't you want to sell right before then? That way you don't get trapped and there's a massive sell-off right when it hits $1. So shouldn't you plan to sell at like 99 cents? Okay, well, wouldn't you think then that other people would have that same idea? So maybe other people are going to be doing the same thing. And if that's the case, shouldn't you sell at 98 cents then, right? So this thing over and over again could be a race to the bottom of selling. But another way to think about this and to kind of get an idea about any kind of event that happens in the stock market or crypto or whatever it is that what happens is people buy the rumor and sell the news. What this means is that things in valuation don't go up when companies start to sell a certain product, for example. Say there's this crazy new product. The price of the stock doesn't go up the day they sell it. The price of the stock goes up the day they announce it, that they will start selling that product. So what happens is things get priced early on. Everything gets priced in based on future expectations. So what about Doge Day? Is Doge Day already priced in? Well, let's also kind of look at some weird catalysts that might happen. Is Elon Musk going to do something dramatic for Dogecoin? This is something that has pumped the price pretty dramatically. This Doge barking at the moon, April 14th, and what happens to the price of Doge? So here's April 14th. He posted it at 9 p.m., whatever time zone that was, right around here. And what happens is, well, we got double the price of Doge just from probably mostly due to that one tweet. He has quite a bit of following. And so what could happen on Doge Day? Is he going to post something crazier? Or what happens if a company tries to get in on the action? Companies are trying to ride the wave of Doge and all of the hype that goes around in it and get a lot more eyeballs, a lot more exposure for free, right? We're not paying the Doge for the commercial. And what if Target, for example, accepts Dogecoin for a day or for an hour, or does cash back in Dogecoin, or just does something or anything that gives it credibility and gives it some sort of hype that something might happen, and it could create a domino effect of other companies doing the same for more and more visibility. Things could go to the moon. What we've learned is that the power of a joke has no limit, right? Anything that is fun can actually take off in massive value. But let's try to get back to reality here and put things in perspective. Let's say we want or expect Dogecoin to hit $1 in value. That's going to have an insane market cap. And market cap is the only way to really look at valuation of one asset to another. Because remember that when you're buying a stock or a crypto, what you're doing is there's an opportunity cost. You're deciding to invest in one place instead of another. All assets kind of compete with each other in that way. So the question is, would you buy 5% of a company like Uber, for example, or would you rather put your money to work to have 5% of all of Dogecoin? If Dogecoin and Uber had the same market cap, that is the comparison. Now, to get the market cap of Dogecoin at $1, we can go through some of the math here. So here's Dogecoin's price. Here's the current market cap, $47.4 billion. So what we can then do is we can go over to handy dandy calculator and we can do 47.4 times an amount that is represented by 1 divided by the current price. So that comes to 2.7, and when we multiply that by the current market cap, we get a 128 billion with a B market cap for Dogecoin when it's at $1. So what does that mean? Well, again, remember, it's all about basically what else you could buy for that same price. So what can you buy at that $128 billion market cap? Well, here's billions right there. You could have Airbnb, you could have Target, which is insane. You could own Mercedes, you can own AMD, you can own Zoom. So that's the truth of market cap. You could own Snapchat, or would you rather have the same percentage essentially of Dogecoin? That's what you have to decide, and that is what market capitalization really means. So could it get to $1? Absolutely. Is that a crazy valuation? Absolutely. So what am I doing in my portfolio? Now, my portfolio is mostly, if you watch my breakdown, you can see how this 3 million or so was broken down into different kinds of assets. And right now I'm staying on the sidelines in terms of my investment in Dogecoin, at least significant investment, right? For me, significant investment's like 1%, right? 1% is $35,000 worth of my portfolio. So I'm not investing close to that in Dogecoin. It could be fun to see this thing rise, to ride the wave, to have that meme stock kind of thing explode and have the community behind. But I know how tempting it is to avoid FOMO and fear of missing out, but remember to be careful out there, right? As much as apps want you to feel like it's a game and want you to just buy and sell like you're just playing with fake monopoly money, it is real cash, right? So invest it wisely. And with speculative things like this, like Dogecoin, only invest what you can stand to lose a lot of, all right? There's no one that can say if this will go up to 10x or down to by 90%. Both are very possible, and Doge Day is going to be very exciting. So I hope you found this video helpful to put a few things into perspective and consideration. Like this video, subscribe for me, and leave me a comment about some Doge you love, and we'll be giving away some Dogecoin. So thanks so much for hanging out and watching, and I'll talk to you soon.